Explosive changes at Ibrox, a striker set to walk, a new goal machine scouted, Barry Ferguson throwing down the gauntlet, and a towering warrior spotted in a Rangers shirt. What on earth is going on behind the scenes? You won't believe some of the moves being lined up. Want to see these and more Rangers news? Stay until the end. We are the people. With 49ers or Enterprises rumored to be inching closer to a full-blown takeover, change is coming, and it could sweep out more than just a few tired ideas. The big headline, Cyriel Dessers looks set to pack his bags and head for the exit door. Now look, Dessers has banged in 45 goals in 100 appearances. Sounds decent on paper, right? But let's not sugarcoat it. How many sitters has he ballooned into the Govan night? That 4-3 chaos against Dundee springs to mind. Yes, he scored the winner, but 12 shots to find the net once. Come on, it's like watching a man try to thread a needle with oven mitts on. Gary Keown from the Daily Mail has now claimed that Dessers could have been away last summer. Atlanta United were apparently offering £5 million for him back then, and there were Serie A whispers in January. Instead, we held on, hoping he'd turn into prime Alfredo. Spoiler, he didn't, and now he's 30. His value's on the slide, faster than Celtic in Europe after Christmas. If the 49ers are serious about rebuilding, they can't get sentimental. A ruthless clear-out is overdue. The fans, you deserve a side that doesn't huff and puff up front and leave you praying for a lucky deflection. A modern Rangers team needs sharpness, hunger, and composure. Not another season of nearly moments. Should Rangers have cashed in on Dessers last summer when Atlanta United came calling with £5 million, or are you actually glad we gave him another shot? There's movement behind the scenes at Ibrox, and it's not just the players doing the running. Words come out that Rangers made an approach in January for Israeli goal machine Dor Turgeman, but Maccabi Tel Aviv shut the door. No deal, no dice. But hold on, this story's far from over. The 21-year-old's been tearing it up in Israel this season. 16 goals and 6 assists in 37 games for his club, and he's just bagged one for his country in a 4-2 loss to Hungary right in front of watching Rangers scouts. He's 6'1", lightning quick, and can finish. Basically everything we thought we were getting with Dessers. Now Maccabi are bracing for his exit this summer. They've slapped a price tag on him of more than £5 million, despite the fact his contract's up next year. Sound familiar? A wee bit like the Lawrence Shankland saga. They're holding out for top dollar and fair play. They know they've got a gem on their hands. But here's the rub. Rangers aren't the only ones sniffing about. Nottingham Forest and Burnley have shown interest too. And with a new era possibly dawning at Ibrox, thanks to this American 49ers takeover, the checkbook might finally get some use. If it goes through, we could be looking at a whole new front line. Turgeman, Cerny, fresh legs, fresh hunger. Barry Ferguson's doing his bit in the meantime, digging out results, including that glorious win at Parkhead. But even he's admitted there's still too much dead wood in the squad. Old habits creeping back in. You know what he means. And listen, while Dessers continues to score, folk are still scratching their heads watching him fluff the basics. Contrast that with Turgeman. Young, quick, clinical. You'd be forgiven for dreaming of him charging down the Copland Road end next season. Should Rangers be splashing over £5 million on a young striker from Israel while Celtic are tightening their purse strings, or would that kind of money be better spent fixing the mess in midfield or at the back? There's no doubt about it. Barry Ferguson's got that Rangers fire burning again. Since stepping in after Philippe Clement's sacking, Ferguson's Rangers have looked alive. The belief is back, the passion's back. And let's not forget, he delivered you that unforgettable 3-2 win over Celtic right in the belly of the beast at Parkhead. A proper Rangers man putting pride back in the jersey. Add to that a place in the Europa League quarter-finals and a madcap 4-3 comeback against Dundee, and suddenly the Ibrox faithful are dreaming again. But now the whispers are growing louder. Ferguson doesn't just want to finish the season, he wants the job permanently, and who could blame him? Here's where it gets interesting. Reports from the Daily Record suggest that if the incoming 49ers regime decide to bring in their own man, someone like Marco Rose, Ferguson won't hang around with a clipboard and a polite smile. He's not built for the background second fiddle. Forget it. The man's a leader, not a lapdog. But that puts the club at a crossroads. Do you reward the passion, the recent results, and the homegrown loyalty by handing the reins to Barry permanently? Or do you play it safe, go big name, and bring in someone with a CV longer than Souchy Hall Street? History's got its warning signs. Remember Graham Murty, a caretaker with a handful of good results, then handed the gig and the wheels came off. Rangers can't afford to repeat that. A proper rebuild is coming. You know it, I know it. New signings, new standards, new vision. The question is, should it be Barry Ferguson leading that charge, or does Ibrox need someone with continental pedigree to steer this ship through choppy waters? Would handing Barry Ferguson the full-time job be a bold masterstroke, or would it be another Murty moment waiting to happen? Now, this is the kind of name that gets the blood pumping. Harry Souttar, 6'5" of pure Scottish steel, despite the Aussie badge on his chest, has once again been linked with a move to Ibrox. And let's be honest, if you've watched our backline this season without peeking through your fingers, you're in the minority. It's soft, it's fragile, it's in desperate need of a colossus. Souttar could be exactly that. He's not just tall, he's not just a battering ram, he's good. Leicester City didn't fork out £15 million for a donkey, and Chris Wilder's been singing his praises at Sheffield United this season before injury cruelly interrupted. Outstanding, he said. Amazing presence. That's what you want, commanding your box in front of the Copland Road. And here's the wee detail that makes this one feel right. He's been seen in a Rangers shirt before. A boyhood connection. Born in Aberdeen, his brother John turned out for us. There's Rangers in the veins. Patrick Stewart and Nils Koppen want to rebuild Rangers with a strong Scottish spine. Souttar fits the bill. Even though he plays for the Socceroos, he's as Scottish as a fish supper after a midweek away game in the rain. And crucially, he gives us what we've missed since the likes of Bugera and Weir: dominance in the air, composure on the ball, and a set-piece threat going both ways. With Leicester's Premier League status on the ropes, a cut-price move or even a cheeky loan could be doable. And let's not kid ourselves, loan deals have served us well. Tillman, Sima, Cerny, they've all shown that smart short-term moves can make a massive difference if you pick the right player. Souttar's a proven presence at club and international level, and at just 25, he's entering his peak. He's got the stature, the skill, and that unmistakable aura that defenders need at Ibrox. Would bringing in Harry Souttar on loan be a statement of serious intent from Rangers, or would signing a Leicester City benchwarmer just show how far we've fallen behind Celtic in the transfer market? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.